Hello guys, and welcome to this video where I will show you a Hotlap around France, then the setup I use, and finally the race strategy. So let's jump right into the Hotlap. Get the DRS on for the straight, and then coming into turn 1 you wanna brake when you're in the middle of the two curbs down to 4th or 5th, and keep the throttle around 60%. Then full throttle just as you exit the corner. You can go over the curbs more than I did, so try to do that. Then coming down towards turn 3 where you want to brake around 60 meters and then really go over this curve as much as possible. Go down to 3rd when going into turn 4, and then as you exit that corner you want to brake for turn 5. Go down to 2nd and then get really close to the curb. But be careful if you go over it. Then short shift to 3rd and really try to get a good exit speed for the straight, because this can gain you so much time if you do it correctly. Then DRS on and enjoy the speed. Coming down to turn 8, brake just before the blue part starts and then mount this corner. You can really cut this corner so much. And then just when going straight with the wheel you want to start braking and turning in, going down to 3rd, then short shift up to 4th again, over this curb on the exit, and then just go full throttle. When coming on this straight, I made the mistake going on the blue part. This slowed me down so much, and I will show you how much it affects the time after this lap. So stay away from the blue part of the track. Go flat out around turn 10 and try to go over the curb to gain some time. Then turn 11 can be a bit tricky to get right, but I tried to brake just before hitting the curb, going down to 4th, almost just cruising in the first part, and then put around 50% throttle in 5th gear, until you exit the corner. Then in turn 12, try to brake just after you start turning in, go down to 3rd, and for the love of God, don't touch the inside curb, as you will get killed by it. But then stay as much to the right and ride this curb all the way down to turn 14 where you want to brake a bit after the 50 meter board going down to 3rd, go over this curb, and then coming down to the last turn, brake just when the car is straight. Down to 2nd gear, short shift to 3rd, and then full throttle down the straight with DRS on. And then that was a lap around France in the time 1:30.093, but we should be able to cut 2/10 of this time. But let's take a look at this awesome setup I have. So for the aerodynamics we use 16 on the front and 12 on the rear. For transmission it was 50 and 50. Geometry was 1 click to the left for camber and all the way to the left on the toe. Suspension was 2-1, then 6-1 for anti-roll bar and 7-4 for ride height. Brakes were 150, and then the front tires were 23.0 while the rears were 22.3. So that was the setup. And then I just wanted to show you how much time you can get by avoiding the blue part of the track right here. So we gained over 0.1 seconds just by not going out on the blue part, so that is crazy. But then let's jump right into the race strategy. So the strategy for this race is gonna be hard to medium, and you can put around 27.0 laps of fuel, even a bit lower. Change the tire pressure to 22.5 on the fronts and 20.8 on the rears. And then off to the race we go. So get some heat in the tires and then hit the purple. We started P7, which was great. Then we had the chance to go for the victory. We had a decent start where we kept our position. And then I just wanted to show you a lap on the hards with high fuel. So in these first corners just do the same as in the Hotlap. But coming down to turn 3 you want to brake a bit before, but still go over the curb as much as possible. Other than that, just do the same as in the Hotlap until the end of this straight. If you have the DRS on, you really want to brake a lot before than you do in the Hotlap, especially also because there are other drivers in front of you. So brake around here to get the best braking point, and then the same as in the Hotlap, going over the curb down to 3rd and then full throttle. And you still want to go flat out in turn 10, and then for turn 11 I tried to do an overtake, which was why I braked so early and then gave full throttle into the corner. And it succeeded. The AIs are apparently scared when going on the inside here, which is the first time I have ever seen the AIs give a shit in this game. But then for the rest of the lap, just do the same thing as I showed you in the Hotlap, then you should be good to go. And then as you can see, we had around 11% tire wear, so the hard tires get warmed with 3 to 4% each lap. And coming across the line we did a 1:35.2, so that was actually a great lap. At the end of lap 16 you have around 56% tire wear, so go into the pits. Coming into the pits, you want to brake before the second last blue line on the left, so you don't exceed the pit limit. Make sure to turn in when it shows 0.5 to hit the purple, and then remember coming out of the pits the tires are gonna be cold. So brake before usual until they're up to temperature. Then after a few laps we got fastest lap in the time 1:33.3, and we had around 9% tire wear, so on the mediums it is around 4 to 5% each lap. At the end of last lap we had just got ahead of Verstappen, so we got our win today, boys. But our fuel load was 0.7 laps, so use what I said at the beginning of the race. Our tires were around 50%, so that was actually pretty great. But that was it from me. If you want more of this, please like and subscribe, and then I'll see you in the next one.